Yeah, I'm getting a new box. And I'm getting a
Okay.
Christmas clothes.
Right. You have McDonald's clothes. Okay, so guys, in section 5.5 is when we did the triangle inequality. That's where you add the two shorter sides and they have to be longer than that third side. So, now, there's going to be a question like this example on the test, where it says sketch and label a triangle with side lengths. They give us side lengths. An angle measures of 42 and 93 with the largest angle at the top. So I'm trying to draw this triangle that has the largest angle at the top. Now, one of the things with this is it's not like I'm going to look at it and be like, ooh, it was supposed to be 32, that looks more like 30. That's not like what the point of this is. It's more that you're able to know where things should go. So what's going to be the largest angle in this triangle? It's going to be the largest angle. Do we know yet?
No.
We should actually know already. What does it have to be? 93. Because that's more than 90, and there can only be one angle more than 90. So I already know that this top angle is going to be more than 90. So that'd be 93. And then call one of the other ones 42. And then can we find the other angle? We should be able to because they should add up to 180. So what is that, 145?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so now I know where all my angles are. The side lengths should be able to be labeled based off of the angles. So what do you guys want to put where? What do we know? Sammy, do you know? 48 would be on the bottom because it's the longest side, so it should be across from the biggest angle. So 48 would be the length of this side. What else do we know? And where the other two go as well. Galina? The 34 would be on the left side because it's across from the 45. Very good. And then that would be 32 for over here. And those side lengths make sense for a triangle because the two shorter sides add up to more than the third side. We should also be able to write inequalities based off side lengths. So they give me 4 and 12, and I want to find the range of values that the third side could be. So if you guys recall, we set up kind of two inequalities with this. I'm going to call the third side x. So we can assume, first of all, we could say, what if x is the longest side? So let's say this is long. These two would then have to be the shortest side. So 4 and 12 would have to be greater than x. So 16 would have to be greater than x. So x has to be smaller than 16. But also there's a possibility that 12 is the longest side. So what if 4 plus x has to be greater than 12? Now, if you don't need to set up these inequalities, I'm totally okay with that. Like if you're like, I knew 8 and 16 like 5 minutes ago, that's fine. We just have to be able to write it out. So x is in between 8 and 16. I do want it written as an inequality at the final, but if you didn't need to set up the two inequalities, that's fine. Is that okay? All right, and then our last one was that hinge theorem. So in the example over here, there's an example 2 and then 4. And they want us to use inequalities or an equal sign. So is Katie bigger, smaller, or equal to CP? And then is angle 1 bigger, smaller, or equal to angle 2 in the next drawing? in a minute so you guys can figure out which way that inequality should go. All right, what do you guys think? KD is what compared to CP? Less than, because of the fact that CP is across from a bigger angle. So 18 is bigger than 13. This is greater, so CP has to be greater. Down here, angle 1 compared to angle 2 is now this one's greater because 1 is across from 9, which is bigger. So this is bigger. And then finally, they want an inequality to represent the value of x. So this is using the hinge theorem. So the hinge theorem says that this and this are equal. We have this side being equal. That means this angle tells us something about this side compared to this angle and this one. What do I know about those side lengths, you guys? What am I going to know? Yeah, Ellen?
The 3x plus 1 is greater than x plus 3.
Okay, so when I rewrite it, the x plus 3 you said, so this is going to be greater than that. Because of the 115 tells us 3x plus 1 should be greater than x plus 3 because of those angles. So x would have to be greater than 1, right? So anything greater than 1 would make sense in this problem. So 1 wouldn't work. If I put 1 in here, this would be 4, and this would be 4. That would mean they would be equal, so it's got to be bigger than 1. Okay, questions at all? So I'm going to give you guys the rest of the time to work on the homework. It's not entirely short. It kind of goes through all the different types of problems we could have. Again, come with questions tomorrow. Come with questions today. Like, let me know questions today if you guys have them. I think with the review tomorrow, hopefully you guys are feeling ready to do a test. So make sure you guys study tonight. Stop in if you guys are having issues. Oh, you guys, AR today. If you know that you want some extra help, or if you just want to work in my AR, you're welcome to. My AR is very small. So you're welcome to come. Just let me know if that's something you want to do.